cuts. And I got a lot to say about how barbers are doing at these battles right now, bro. Like, I highly recommend just letting you know when it's ready to go.
All right, Cherry, can you just clap? Cool. You're good. So
All right.
Whatever you're,
All right. So let's see. Right now is the time to compete in these barber competitions because there's a gap in good barber competitors. You know what I'm saying? But so this weekend, how do I feel about the winners? One thing is I didn't judge all the battles. I only judged Speed Fade and I judged the Lady Barber battle. Those are the only two I personally judged. I felt the chick that won first place in the Lady Barber battle deserved that. 120% deserved that. Second and third, super hard. That goes to who I had placing second and third, didn't win second and third. But it goes into like every judge's scores. They add them up at the end. And then that's how they get first, second, and third. So whoever won second and third must have had like high scores with all the other judges to equal second and third. But that chick that won first place in the Lady Barber battle at Rumble in the Rockies deserved that for sure. If y'all know who that was, tag her, because I want to show her love for sure. Lady Barber battle. And then Speed Fade, my dog Rick, he deserved that for sure. I judged the Speed Fade, so definitely 100%. That is one of the hardest categories for sure. But the biggest thing, and I will say this, I think out of, I think it was like 20 competitors, only 2 competitors got all the hair off their model's neck. I need to stress this to y'all. That's the one thing I say. Everybody always asks me, tips for a barber battle. 1, the details and edge up. Those 2 things, details and edge up. What I mean by details, the hair right here on the ears and the hair on the neck. Those are 2 biggest missed things. Hair on the ears right here, and the hair on the neck. Yeah, Speed Fade, it's a little hard to do that, so I understand. But, definitely got to hit those hairs. So, yeah, definitely first place of Speed Fade. Deserve that for sure. The other 2, like I said, second and third, I don't remember too much. I just judged off of what I saw. But Speed Fade was definitely tricky because, like I said, those barbers, it was quick. They didn't have time to get the hair around the ears or on the neck. Also, I did see one guy that was participating in the Speed Fade, and he was kind of going like this, like he was too cool. Like, I understand that too, like he was just trying to be like cool, like, man, I got this. I do this every week. I do 15-minute ball fades every week, blah, blah. But it's like, it's also a competition. So, and the thing is, he was kind of like, and then he forgot a lot of hair around the ears and neck. And it's like, you're kind of like, nah, I'm too cool. But then you end up not getting those hairs. So it's like, make sure you're focused when you're competing. It's so much fun. Shout out to San Antonio. Took home that tag team, Izzy the Barber. That boy ain't even posted in over a year on his Instagram. He don't care about none of that. But he killed it on the tag team. We freaking won. You're the only one working at your shop. Yes, I'm the only one that works at my shops. It was an honor for you to be one of my judges. My dog, Manny. I like linking with you at all the shows. I always appreciate y'all's support. Shout out Manny Fresh Hands. Shout out y'all holding it down out there in Hayes, Kansas. Let's go. Feel like it's more of an expo than a comp. What does that mean? I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. If it feels more like an expo than a competition. An expo is, a competition is a part of the expo for sure. And competitions are what the expos are centered around. Because people are going to compete. People are going to watch their barbers compete. People want to see the winners. Because half of those people wouldn't be there all day. These are 9-hour events, 8-hour events, 6-hour events. People wouldn't be there all that time unless they wanted to see the winners. So Definitely competition is the main focus of a barber expo. The vendors are there for you to network with, get some merchandise from, and have some shopping to do while you're there. Everything in a barber battle and expo is all very crucial to the whole industry community and the way things flow. And so let me just say this too while I'm on here. I had an amazing time at Rumble in the Rockies. Stay tuned. CMB, tune. Great job throwing Rumble in the Rockies. Great event. I had a great time out there in Denver. It was amazing. So if you make it next year, try to make it next year because that was a really fun event. And the thing is, at these events, you can feel the vibes. You know what I'm saying? You can feel where it's just like love, community, everybody having a great time, like genuine, connections. And that's how it really felt here. And it was just so much fun and it was a great time. And it was really well put together. So shout out to Stay Tuned _CMB. He's the one that threw this event and it was amazing. I had a great time. I was super honored to be a judge out there. It was awesome. When's the next Texas show? Let's go, my dog Rick. It's gonna be in March of next year. What do you mean by you feel like it was more of an expo and not a battle? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, what did you want to see more of? What did you want to see less of? What made you feel like that? And also, y'all can ask me any questions. It's time I get my reels in. It's times I get my reps in. Also, about 2 weeks ago at the Texas Barber Battle and Expo, during the tag team competition, the organizer, Rick, he made all the models switch chairs. So some of the homies that compete in all the competitions, y'all might know them, they had a model that they paid for the model to travel to Corpus. They paid for their gas, hotel, food, and paid them like a couple $100 and also fitted them in a full outfit costume for that competition. And then the organizer told all the models to switch places and their model went to the next person and that model won the competition with that other person. So the person that got their model won the competition, even though they invested hundreds, almost $1,000 into their model's costume, travel, food, pay for the day, all that stuff. Plus, he just made that model move next to them, and then the person that model got won with them $2,000. He got to use their model that they invested all this money in, and they made $2,000 even though they invested all this money into this model in this competition. So I'd be super curious to hear y'all's feedback on that. And what do y'all think? Do y'all think that was fair? Do y'all think that was unfair? My personal opinion, super unfair, because I do stress that models are very important. And although some people can't bring models and don't have the ability to bring models from all over the U.S., the people who do invest, they're still traveling from far away. So they're still paying for travel and doing all these things. So if they come fully prepared and invest all that money into a model just for it to get switched, and then the person that they get switched with wins the competition, goes to show that they invested greatly into their, situation, and they felt kind of, ripped off kind of. So what do y'all think about that? Is that fair that the model switched, or do you feel like that wasn't fair? March is the 5-Star Barber and Beauty Expo next year. Yes, I super enjoyed Colorado. We went and hiked at the Red Rocks. We went and ate at STK. We stayed at the Gaylord Resort in the Rockies. That was really nice. The whole event was nice. Colorado's super nice. And we had a great time and got to network with everybody. All right, y'all. Y'all can ask any questions y'all want. Let's see what else I got up my sleeve. See, talk about this weekend expo. Next weekend, well, actually, this weekend, this Sunday, If you're in the Bay Area, if you're in North Cal, you need to go check out North Cal Barber Expo. North Cal Barber Expo. This coming weekend, Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland, all that. We're going to be in Pleasanton, California at the North Cal Barber Expo. Super excited to go to that. There's going to be a lot of special guests there, a lot of big barbers. It's going to be a super fun event. And I'm going to have a boat day on Saturday or Monday. So if you're out there, you want to go on the boat with me in Napa Valley, California, my boat club got a membership out there too. So I'm going to go hit up that lake and we're going to be vibing. So Bay Area, NorCal Barber Expo. It's going to be a lot of fun this weekend in California. Amazing weather. The high in California this weekend is going to be 69. Ooh, can't wait. It's going to be so nice. It was a great change of pace to have a barber battle in Colorado. It was way, way better weather than here in San Antonio, that's for sure. I was actually cold all weekend, which couldn't even, had to buy a hoodie out there. I forgot that. I don't know. All right, but y'all got any questions? Y'all low-key dead today. The next barber battle is going to be March 2024 here in Texas, the 5-Star Barber and Beauty Expo. It's going to be 10 times bigger and better. So I'll be dropping details on that super soon. Oh, Manny, are you going to North Cal? You could finally drive the boat, bro. If you go to North Cal, you could drive the boat next week. Or you could just come to Texas. You come to Texas on the 12th or the 20th, and you come out on the boat in Canyon Lake. So let me know. Y'all got any questions so I can make some content, some reels? I had some stuff written down and I forgot it all. Huh? No. I'm saying like I had stuff written down, but I forgot it. Dang. What's too far, Texas or North Cal? Which one's too far? Come to Texas, dude. 10-hour drive, I think. I've drove to Kansas before. All right, I'm about to go hop on TikTok. If y'all ain't got, a lot of engagement over here, I guess it's the time of day or something. Y'all may be working hard, but let me think. Also, I always get asked, this is probably most asked question besides beginner tips for beginner barbers. But everybody always asks, what do you ask for to get my haircut? All you gotta do is just show them the video. Show them a picture of my haircut. It's easier than like telling them what you want, because all barbers are different. So if you explain something to one barber, they might cut it different from another barber. So if you want to get my haircut, which is just a regular old haircut, just show your barber a picture of me like this. All right, and that's it. Show them this video. Oh, that's a great question, Manny, and I have spoke on this. I'm thinking about doing the tag team. What would you think we should focus on, and is a theme important? I do think overall costume theme is important. I do think in the tag teams or in the special event categories on barber battles that you do need to have like a theme or some kind of hair color, crazy hairstyle, designs. Like definitely like they're looking for a lot. My biggest thing is it's unfortunate because Izzy the Barber, Jay Alexander, Serge the Barber, and Johnny B the Barber, these fools all work at one barber shop, and I'm gonna be honest right now, like they're running the barber battle competitions like a lot. Like they win all the time, but it's because they know how to do, like, I don't know if you saw the tag team winner at Rumble, but that haircut was crazy. The lines were so precise, the hair color, the style was very unique, the color, the blend, all that was very detailed. And then they went on And this is something else. Like, people don't do this. They keep adding on. They put a little gem. Like, they put little diamonds in the designs. That shit was crazy. So it's definitely being super creative on this tag team. Like, the most creative you can be, but also I can't stress enough how much I saw this weekend as well when I was judging, was a lot of people focus too much on creativity, too much on the theatrics of the haircut, and don't pay attention to the details and the preciseness of the cut and fade. So make sure you're focusing on both. If you do a tag team and you have an hour, both of y'all focus on one side for an hour. Also, one of y'all pick the style, one of y'all pick to do the edge up. Like, make sure you're, knowing who wants to do what. Let's see. I've never cut hair in my life, and my husband wants me to start doing his. What do I do? Fuck him up a few times, and then you'll get it down, and then that's it. That's true though. Like, everybody's gonna mess up. Even the best barbers, me. My first haircuts were messed up. So one, he has to be prepared to, not have the best cut of his life to begin with. But then from there, also, if he gets a 0, 1, anything like that on the sides, don't do that. You gotta start with probably like. Well, first, go get you some clippers from Walmart. Get you any kind of walls you want, right? Get you some wall clippers. Get the number 3 or 4 guard on the side, and just run that 3 or 4 guard straight up and just start working. Also, huge thing, go to Faded Culture on YouTube. They have amazing tutorials. Faded Culture. There are going to be a lot of bald fades and stuff like that, but the steps will help you understand. All right, Manny, I better see you at the expo next year, dog. I need you to give me a feedback on my work and let me know how you improve on my craft, please. So I do get a lot of messages like this, like, hey, check out my work. Let me know how I'm doing, any critique and everything like that. So I get a lot of barbers telling me to do that. And for me to take my time out of the day to go through all these random barbers, Instagrams and give them feedback on their haircuts. And that would take a lot of time out of my day. And, so I usually don't do that. Another thing I would say is I've never personally asked anybody for feedback on my haircuts, because I know what a haircut's supposed to look like. You can go to Faded Culture, their YouTube. You can go to, let me think, who's my other fire people? Like E-Dub, that dude. Los Cut It. I mean, he does more designs. But as far as just fades, you can go look at any barber who you think their work is good. That's what a good haircut's supposed to look like. And if your haircut doesn't look like that, then you need to narrow down what steps do you need to do to get your haircut like that. Most likely it's going to be you're not getting the bald lines out right. Most likely it's going to be you're not stretching the fade out properly. Most likely it's going to be you're not using shears correctly. So this is what I also refer to as hair IQ. So the other day I was getting a cut by my homie. My other homie, who's a goated barber, was next to me, and he was doing a technique on his client where he sprays hairspray on his client's edge up, and then he lays it down. He puts the neck strip over the edge up, and then he blow dries it so that the hair lays down. And this is on ethnic hair, so he's trying to make the edge up lay down before he does it and make it crispy. And my barber said, how did you learn that technique? He said, I don't know. I just learned it. This is what I refer to as hair IQ. So we all know what a super clean haircut's supposed to look like. We know the way heads are shaped. We know that if there's hair hanging down from this side of a blend, that it's not supposed to be. If there's like overfall, that needs to be use shears or get that. So we all know how a head is shaped. We all know how hair is supposed to be cut. We all know how a clean fade and blend is supposed to look. So the thing is, you need to put that together with your hair IQ and your tools and figure out how to create the finished look. What are you missing? So when you ask me to go give you feedback on your work, you actually already know what you need to do better. if you just went and critiqued yourself. So with that, instead of reaching out to all these barbers and saying, hey, critique my work, tell me what I could do better. If you're going to be super successful, you know, as a barber, you know what you need to do with your haircuts. You know why that haircut doesn't look like how it's supposed to look. So before you go and slide in everybody's DMs asking them critique yourself and make sure that you're saying, why does my haircut, whoever you look up to in a barber and whoever's haircut you look up to, put your picture of your haircut next to the picture of their haircut and say, why doesn't mine look like this? And then narrow it down. Is it the bald line? Is it you're not stretching the fade enough? Is it your edge up's crooked? Is it you're not using shears properly? You're not styling properly? You know, there's different things. So critique yourself. Then from there, you know, go up. But I wish you luck on your journey. And I hope to see you at some shows, stuff like that. What up, Barber Herm in the building? Barber school worth going to. Barber school is worth going to if you want to be a barber. If you want to be a garage, you know, haircutter your whole life, you know, trapping, or if you want to be a professional with a career, then go to barber school. We'll be opening my own shop soon. Any advice on the topic? One, the biggest thing is the barbers you choose to work at your shop are a reflection of yourself. Don't just fill those chairs because you need that booth rent money. Because in the long run, it's not going to pay off because you can get a bad reputation from the barbers you hire. So just make sure you're hiring. You have an actual system to hiring. Don't just say yes to every barber that wants to work there. Just so that you can keep the environment conducive to a growth environment. Oh, Sean Kingston. Okay, also, this is a little sidebar. I know that, Cherry, you a six-figure barber? Come on, boy. Been a six-figure barber since like my second year in the game, dude. Probably first year in the game. Yeah, six-figure barber here. We making money. There's a lot of six-figure barbers in the industry. And the best tips I can give you to becoming a six-figure barber quickly, 3 tips. And I don't even know, this is freestyling, but I already know my first 2. First one, go work at the busiest shop in your city. I say this 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, all the time. Go work at the busiest shop in your city. Focus on getting your haircut times down. Time is money, so get those haircut times down. You're not rushing. You're moving with a sense of urgency, which you should be doing in life in all aspects because we only have a limited time here on earth. So you should be moving with urgency because there is an end. There is a finish. We're all going to die, and that's certain. So make sure you're living your life with a sense of urgency. Time is money. Today, I already did 8 cuts. I came over here. I'm doing this. I'm making my content. I'm going to go back and do 3 more cuts. So that's 11 cuts. And let's say minimum, let's just say $80 a cut, you know? So even with coming here, shooting content, cutting, I just got back from Rumble in the Rockies. I mean, I try to utilize as much time as I can because we got a lot of time out here. So make sure you're utilizing your time. And then number 3 is going to be customer service and consistency. Those are 2 in 1, but consistency is always taken with a grain of salt. Everybody always says, oh, consistency, consistency. What's your best advice for somebody, blah, blah, blah. And somebody says, be consistent. Consistency. What's gotten you to this point in your career? Consistency. So everybody says that, but I need y'all to understand what consistency is. Consistency is in every aspect of life. Are you going to be on time for 6 years for that one client? Every week that client comes in for 6 years, are you going to be on time? Every week for 6 years, are you going to be giving them the same haircut every week in the same amount of time and be timely and being accountable? I'm gone a lot with a lot of shows. Even when I do my show, I'm very sporadic in my time, but I still am available at least a few times a week for my clients, so that even if I'm going on a show, even if I'm doing whatever, I'm getting these clients in. But guess what they can count on when they do come in? That I'm going to be on time, that I'm going to give them the same cut I gave them for all these years, and I'm going to be the same person. I'm not going to be in a bad mood. I'm not going to be whatever. I'm always going to be the same for these clients, so that's what they can count on in consistency. But mainly is going to be the cut. They don't want to go in one day and then say the next day I messed up. So consistency, customer service, working at the busiest shop in your city, and caring about your time, moving with a sense of urgency and making sure to get those appointments in and out. And it's so easy. I'm not lying. Easy to be a 6-figure barber. If you value yourself, your time, and the way you market to new clients. See, Emily says, any tips on beginner barbers when people don't trust you yet to cut their hair? I'm assuming you said how to get better when I could barely gain the trust to cut people's hair. So this is a great question, and I've touched on this multiple times for different things. So one of the things is go start at like sports clips, because they're going to have a lot of walk-ins. And you're going to get that repetitiveness, in and out walk-ins, cutting them. And you're going to get comfortable behind the chair, comfortable holding the clippers, comfortable giving haircuts. There are not going to be a lot of details. Most likely they're going to be squared sideburns, no straight razor, stuff like that. So you get comfortable with the clippers, and you get comfortable getting people in and out. And you're comfortable in a barbershop or hairstyle or salon type of environment. You're comfortable in there. So from there, you basically can start there, since nobody trusts you yet. When somebody walks into sports clips, they're trusting anybody there. They don't know who. They just say, go here, and they go. So you don't have to find people to get you to trust them. And then from there, sports clips, boom, you can probably take a few clients from there. And then you can also go work at the busiest barbershop in the city. The thing about that is, one, the busiest barbershop in the city is probably going to have a pretty good reputation for pretty good haircuts. So the thing is, if you go work at the busiest barbershop in the city with little to no experience, you may, one, get fired soon if you keep messing up a whole bunch of people, and you're the only barber that's singled out that keeps messing up people. The shop owner may have to let you go just because of their reputation. So that's why it's even better too to go to sports clips to, get those reps in and stuff like that. So that's what I would suggest. Also, if you're a beginner barber in school, the biggest thing is just cut people at school. Cut people, obviously try family members, and just keep constantly promoting on social media that, hey, I'm a beginner student. Haircuts are only $5, whatever. I need to get these reps in. People do want to support you as long as you're putting it out there multiple times, all the time, that you need people to get haircuts. Because what you also need to understand is someone like me, someone like Marvy Marv, someone like Tank B Choppin', someone like any of these barbers that you see, we still have spots on our calendar that we have to fill, even this deep in the game with this much marketing. So for y'all beginner barbers, don't be discouraged if you aren't getting a lot of clients, because it's not the easiest thing in the world. And that's what I highly suggest for y'all to go work at the busiest barbershop in the city, because that's how you're going to build your clients to begin with. And that slow start bullshit, you'll get too comfortable. If you're in a shop with a slow start, and, I'm going to grind it out, and I'm going to wait for these walk-ins, and I'm going to, one walk-in here, one appointment that I pulled in myself, one here, and you say, I'm going to grind it out for a year, and then finally you start getting booked after a year or so, that slow start is going to fuck up all your momentum. Don't do it. Don't settle for that bullshit. Go work at somewhere that has high walk-in traffic, high flow. There needs to be energy in there. Y'all need to be challenging yourself every day against better barbers. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the shop with 10 barbers who are all goated, damn. So said pause due to poor connection. If you're in the shop with, a bunch of barbers who are goated, you're going to be the next one. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be challenging yourself and have you in a conducive environment that helps you grow. I charge $60 for haircuts, $70 for haircuts and beards. Also, I only have 2 services on my schedule. And I believe every barber should only have 2 services, minimum 3 on their schedule. You have to make it simple for clients to book. So sometimes you could go to a barber's page and it says haircut, and then it says haircut and beard, and it says haircut, beard, hot towel, shampoo, and then it says haircut, beard, hot towel, shampoo, enhancements, this, that. It's like all these different, or you can get a haircut, but then you can also get a hot towel steam, and then you have to add on enhancements, and then you have to add on eyebrows, and there's like 50 different services on their booking apps. Clients aren't gonna, that's too much bullshit. Make your price what it is with everything included. So my haircuts, I just have haircut, $60, 30 minutes. In that 30 minutes, they're getting color enhancement, they're getting styled, they're getting all the details of the straight razor on the ear, neck, all that stuff. They're getting the whole package for that price. You don't have all these services because that's lame. And then also, what, you're going to put 30 minutes for a haircut, and then you're going to put eyebrows? Are you going to add 5 minutes for eyebrows? And then it's 35 minutes, and then it's throwing off your whole hour. And then even then, do you even need that 5 minutes for those eyebrows? You just wasted 5 minutes for what, $5? Like, I don't know. Just make sure that your pricing list on your booking app is the minimal amount of services, which should be just haircut and beard. If you want to do shampoo and all that bullshit, that's fine, but just include it in your overall service and still make it a few services. All the clippers that I recommend, you can get at 5starbarberco.com. It's going to be the Clipper Combo Collection, and those are the 3 that I recommend for any beginner barber. My favorite part of going to these barber expos is experiencing new cities with like-minded individuals. Also experiencing new communities. Every barber expo that's thrown in every city or state, different city or state, has their own community of people that you get to meet these people. And I'm going to be honest, Colorado was amazing vibes. It seemed like they supported each other so much in Colorado, which you do not see in other cities and states. You do not see the amount of support that Rumble and the Rockies had, that Tune had with Colorado in any other states. I mean, I have yet to see it, but it is really wild. And I thought that was so amazing how much love they showed them, how much community they had out there, how deep the Colorado barbering industry was. Something I was super excited about too was I saw so many female barbers, and I just thought that was so cool. And it definitely encouraged me to have a lady barber battle. I've never thought of having like a lady barber battle, but this show made me appreciate that lady barber battle, and I thought it was super cool. So that was, seeing the different community of barbers in new cities with like-minded individuals is awesome. Especially since I throw a barber expo, I just love to see all the different ways they do it. It's super inspiring, and it's just so dope. Just can't wait to meet you in North Cal. Good luck on your competitions, homie. It's going to be dope. Should you turn down a cut if you're not confident you can cut that person's type of hair? Nah. I don't never turn down cuts. I'd rather just challenge myself. Especially if you're a licensed barber and you're working in a barbershop, you better not turn down no damn cuts. You take that L if you fuck them up. Just kidding. All right. Well, let's see what else. I was going to say something else. Oh, so I wanted to touch on this real quick. September 15th and 16th here in San Antonio, there's going to be an event that teaches y'all how to buy houses with little to no money. Basically, if someone is going into foreclosure, but they don't have any equity in their house, so they can't sell it on the market, you can actually take over payments on that mortgage. They sign the deed over to you, and that's called sub 2, which means you're basically buying this house or getting this house subject to the existing mortgage. So basically, you get to take over payments on a house and sometimes little to no money to that seller, maybe $5K for moving on or something. But this event is going on in September 15th and 16th here in San Antonio, Texas at the biggest hotel, JW Marriott, downtown. So if you want to learn how to wholesale houses and or acquire foreclosed houses, or if you want to learn how to acquire houses subject to their existing mortgages, you definitely need to check out this event. And if you've ever heard of wholesaling houses, that's where you basically get a house under contract, maybe a trap house under contract for $50K. Go ahead and sell that contract to an investor for $60K, and you get that $10K assignment fee. So if you've ever been interested in wholesaling houses or acquiring houses subject to their existing mortgages, you need to check out Wholesaling Live 2.0 here in San Antonio, Texas at the JW Marriott, biggest hotel in San Antonio. It's going to be a ton of knowledge, and it's going to help y'all learn how to invest your money into getting these properties and these cribs. All right. Well, I think that was good enough for today. Y'all are my peoples. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. All abrupt.
Oh, yeah, so fuck y'all.